Okay guys, so what's the one thing you must do on an ARRMA Infraction? Well, the first thing, before you even turn a wheel, when you've just got it out of the box, adjust the brakes guys. It will save you from tears, trust me. The ESC on the car has 3 braking positions. 25% braking, 37.5% braking and 50% braking. The stock braking is 37.5% and it doesn't appear to be strong enough guys, so you want to up the thing to 50% braking before you turn a wheel on this car. Very simple job to do, and trust me, you will thank me for this one guys, otherwise you can kiss that front splitter goodbye. Now there is a good reason why that front splitter is not fitted to this car. Not that I've crashed it, I've taken it off, but for a very good reason. More on that right at the end of the video. Well, in this video guys, you're not just going to see me show you how to adjust the braking, I'm going to do a practical before and after demo as well. So in the first bit of this video, you're going to see the car set on 37.5% braking, that's its stock out of the box braking. I'm going to show you just how well or not it brakes with that 37.5% braking. Then I'm going to show you step by step, very quick job, how to adjust it to 50% braking. Then we'll run the same test again so you can see just how much faster the car stops on 50% braking, which fingers crossed you'll be impressed and want to do. And the one thing I would say at the outset guys, if you've not got an infraction, share this video with any friends that have got an infraction, because if they're just driving around with the brakes set on the stock setting, they're not going to be driving around in one piece for very long. Trust me, because the higher the speed builds on this thing, the longer it takes to stop. You really do need to improve the braking. Doing the power duties today, we've got a 1 5000 milliamp 6S pack 60C on here. Anyway, more to the point, let's test those brakes. Okay guys, for the first part of the brake test, the infraction set on 37.5%. As soon as it reaches that tree or thereabouts, I'm going to hammer on the brakes and we're going to see just how far it takes to stop. So full throttle, then hammer on the brakes as it passes there. I'm going to have to be very quick though. That's hitting the brakes just about in line with this tree from a full throttle launch, and it's stopping just about where Isabella's trampoline is. So next I'm going to up the braking to 50% and show you how to do that and show you how much quicker, fingers crossed, we stop. I will point out guys, the distance I accelerated on full throttle was probably about 15 feet. It's probably another 40 or 50 it's taken to stop. Just remember guys, if you like what you see today, don't forget to subscribe. Okay guys, so they've seen just what the stopping distance is with the braking set on 37.5%. Now I'm quickly going to show you how to set it to 50%. Then we're going to take the car outside and do exactly the same test over the same distance, see how much shorter distance it stops in. To adjust the brake strength, we're going to have to adjust one of 5 variables on this car. You've got variable 1, low voltage cut-off threshold, variable 2, punch setting, variable 3, brake setting, which is one I'm after, and 4 is running mode, 5 is motor rotation. But it's only 3 I'm concerned with, so I'm going to get straight to the point on this video. I've got my head cam on here guys, because we're looking at this little red light down in there turning green. So you're going to hold the set button down, you're going to turn the car on, it's going to blink red to start with, then it's going to blink green once, twice, 3 times, and when it's blinked red when it's blinked green those 3 times, that's on the brake strength. Now you hear it beeping twice, that means it's on the position 2 on the brake setting, which is 37.5%. So to get it to go to brake position 3, we're going to press it once, hear it beeping, 1, 2, 3, and that means it's set on 50% brake strength, up from 37.5%. So I'm now going to turn it off again, and that will save the settings on there. So hold this button down at the same time as powering it on. You can have the transmitter turned off at this point guys. Okay, you hold that button, you turn it on, hold the set button down until it stops flashing red and flashes green. It's going to flash green once, then it's going to pause, then it's going to flash green twice, then it's going to pause, then it's going to flash green 3 times, meaning it's on variable 3. At that point, release the set button, but only at that point. Okay, it's then initially going to be set on position number 2 for braking strength, so it's going to beep twice and flash red twice at that point. You're going to press the button once, and it's then going to flash red and beep red 3 times, at which point you can turn it off and the brake setting is on 50%. Hope that is as clear as I can make it there guys. Anyway,
let's go straight outside, test the brake strength on 50%, see how much faster it stops. If anybody wants me to do a full video as to how to set up this ESC, then please do have your say in the comment section below the video, and I'll do a separate video on that. So brake percent is now on its maximum 50%. I'm going to do the same thing, full throttle off the line. When it gets level with that just roughly with level with that tree over there, I'm going to hit the brakes as hard as I can. We'll see how much quicker it stops. Fingers crossed it does stop quicker, but it should do. That's like about half the distance. Well, maybe not half, but that's certainly 2/3 the distance. The braking distance is dramatic. Bear in mind, it was reaching the playset to start with. It's now stopping a good 15 feet clearer on there. So guys, do we like that improved braking distance? Thumbs up if we do. That will save your front splitter on this car. And guys, you're probably saying, Rich, but there's no front splitter on there. But guys, this whole car is sitting much higher. That is because they also say the ARRMA Infraction can run on loose gravel. I can already say this is more fun than you can stick out. So with that in mind, I've actually removed the splitter on there, raised the ride height as much as it will go using the droop screws, and we're off out to test it on some gravel this afternoon. So if you don't want to miss that video, then don't forget to subscribe. And when it comes to this video, guys, if you've got a friend that owns an ARRMA Infraction, share this video with them, because it will save people a lot of tears, because that 12 to 15 feet difference in braking distance is the difference between writing the front end of this car off or stopping safely, or maybe avoiding hitting a kid or an adult in the ankle. So all shares of this video very much appreciated, and that's not just me wanting the views, guys, it's that I don't want to see people smashing these cars up unnecessarily. Now, word of advice to anyone running a single pack on here, something which I just noticed is you better put a single pack on this side or tighten this lead right up, because otherwise this lead can easily hit the pinion gear on there. Not something I thought of, but I just noticed it was like that when I took the cover off. So if you're fitting a single pack, recommend fitting it on this side, and that battery strap is nice and tightly held out the way.
So guys, I hope everyone out there that's got an ARRMA Infraction or thinking of getting an ARRMA Infraction was able to follow what I did in that video, and that the demo of the before and after situation on the brakes showing the improvement they're changing that braking parameter makes sense. And I hope the little demo of how to actually set the braking also made sense. Very simple job to do, and that's why I went straight to that setting, straight to the point on there, as I think it's absolutely essential. It's the #1 mod that you need to make to your ARRMA Infraction, to my mind. You can gear the car to go faster, but you know me, guys, I say I love the brakes on a car. That's a phrase you often hear me saying on that when a car's got good brakes, because the key to having a good time with RC is stopping before you hit something and smashing it up, or hitting someone else on the leg with it. So if you've got an ARRMA Infraction, hope you found that useful, and if you've got a friend that's got one, by all means share this video with them. And if you don't want to miss this car running on gravel, because it's an absolute blast, I'll tell you guys, then don't forget to subscribe. Okay guys, for all your high-speed ARRMA Infraction needs, such as spools and cat packs, then don't hesitate to contact JJ Customs down in San Jose. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.